What is Mood Detector? Mood Detector is a small application oriented to help identify cases of depression and potential suicidal tendencies. It basically uses cognitive services to analyze users' profiles and data. So in this case, for example, we are working with the Facebook data for the user who has logged in. So if we log in, we see things such as the post, right, the description, and the message where they have messages. We have a small test to analyze all the posts, and this small test to analyze all the posts, it will basically start importing the user data, and it will then analyze it. It will analyze things such as sentiments. It's basically the lower the sentiment you have, chances are it's negative, right? So that could be taken as a sign or a warning to analyze why are those texts with low sentiment. And if there are too many and you find some patterns on that sentiment, for example, if you find that the sentiment decreases over time, that's also a sign of potential depression or low self-esteem. Um, this combined with other cognitive services we'll add in the future, such as personality information based on text, could increase the chances of identifying those cases we're looking for. As I mentioned before, potential depression, cases of depression, and potential suicidal tendencies. Um, we are also getting things such as the key phrases that the users are using. So, for example, in some of the posts uh, I have the words win, words William Arthur Ward, realist, pessimist, some other in English, some are in Spanish. I know there are a lot. Happiness. Cassie is almost in Spanish. Um, Watson Pego was actually walking about Watson. Um, Watson is an IBM cognitive service platform that we are also going to use. And what I was talking here is that Watson actually guessed a lot of my personality based on my Twitter profile. Um, there are more words such as youth, wings, eagles, etc. Right? And we're also having Power BI reports where we can kind of check a little bit the actual tendencies that we can find there. So allow the report, open the report, projects, get detector, Power BI reports, report test. So in this report, what we have is the messages that have been posted. Okay, the date on which it was posted, the ID, because the key phrases are actually inserted as each as a row on purpose actually. So here we duplicate the data. We can combine it, but I was just testing. So I know that all of these keywords are of the same message, and here is the message, so I can actually see if the message was actually something sad or bad, things like that, right? We have here a list of key phrases and how many times each key phrase has been used. For example, I see that in the data that has been imported so far, which I believe it's still importing, um, it seems it's already finished actually. Uh, so in the data that has been imported so far, I see that I have the word vida, which is life in Spanish, 7 times uh, in total. I can see things such as detailed posts. So I can see that in the year 2017, in the month 1, which will be January, on the week 2, there are some key phrases. These ones are empty. There are some other key phrases here. She has beautiful moments in life, chance, dreams, good person, happy song, etc., etc. And these were actually tests I created. Uh, we can see like the average sentiment, and we can drill down on it. So here I only have one one month, it seems. So I can just go delete all the data I have there. I'll go to the application, and I only have a small only piece of data because I have been testing, so I actually set it to not import all of my data. But basically in those reports, what we will see is like the average sentiment over time. So I have like a 0.48 or 476 sentiment in what it has found so far on the data that has been imported. Um, there are of course some things that have not been verified yet. For example, it's only verified like a small low sentiment, but the actual sentiment it has to be retrieved from context too, like comparing to other words that are usually used in signs of depression or suicidal tendencies. For example, on cases of suicidal tendencies, people tend to talk a lot about death. So yeah, death, everything related to that, and obscure or dark places, dark situations, dark dreams, things like that, evilness, stuff like that. So that part hasn't been added yet, but once we add that kind of metrics or comparisons tools, we will have um, a better guess and a better sentiment based on it. Okay, so the data, I have to log in to import my data again. So basically the test so far is log in with Facebook. So I will see a list of some of my posts. I can navigate if I want, right? Since it's just a test. Then I start analyzing my data or my posts. This analyze all my posts. You will actually get all of my posts over time, and will import them into a database so it can then um, so it can compare, so we can retrieve that data later. So Let's see where it is at the moment. Okay, it's actually getting all of my posts. Still getting all of my posts. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll stop the video here for a moment, and once all of my data uh, is imported, I'll continue the video with the next part, which will be showing the reports with all of the data I have so far.